Let's go. My name's Dan Giesing, and welcome to our first look at Avorion. What is Avorion? It is an open world space game with Minecraft-like elements in a more in-depth way. Now stay with me here. If you're like, oh Dan, these graphics don't look very good. I played this game for about an hour, and I think it's the type of game you gotta give a chance. I've had a lot of fun with it, just learning how to play it, because I didn't want to bumble around through a first look at without understanding the basic mechanics. But we'll go ahead and we'll just call this Start World. So what we're doing now, think of this just like, for lack of better comparison, Minecraft. You put in a seed, or think of like RimWorld. This will start a randomly generated galaxy for you to explore. This is cool in the fact that it allows you to build spaceships through gathering resources in a pretty simple way. Now you think, hey Dan, to build spaceships in like Kerbal or Space Engineers, which I've never played Space Engineers. From my understanding, it's a pretty complex endeavor. Avorion, which I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it, either that or Avorion. I couldn't find out how to pronounce it online. It makes it pretty straightforward, which is nice. I do want to mention this is in early access, but there is a lot of gameplay to it. In particular, here's what's implemented currently: a procedural galaxy. There's factions within the galaxy, ships and space stations, co-op multiplayer. So if you wanted to start a server with a friend, you could do that, or join random servers. There's space combat, trading, a storyline. So there's a lot going on, even though it's not completely done. So here's how we start here. I am going to run the tutorial. Actually, we're not going to, because I already went through it. But let me explain to you what's going on here. Should we do the tutorial? Let's see if we can turn this bad boy on real quick. Alright, so we're going to just do the quick tutorial. I'm going to say no. I'll explain everything to the best of my ability. Alright, so here you are. You start with this basic mining drone, right? And for us to be able to build a ship, we really want to start with about 1,000 iron or 1,000 of some sort of resource. All of our resources are in the upper left hand corner, and we also have 10,000 credits to start. A couple things about the meters. On the very top is like our thrust meter, and it's kind of cool. There's a lot of depth to it. If we're heading the direction we're supposed to be heading, it turns like that white color, right? But if we're drifting, it turns orange. So there's a lot of things like that in the game that are kind of cool. But anyways, so we're going to start here. We're going to start doing a little resource gathering here, and it won't really take too long. So you find your resources from these asteroids. So there's a clear difference between these two types of asteroids. This one is, just a simple basic rock. This one's a little bit lit up, and the fact that it's lit up gives you the indication that there is some sort of resource inside of it. So here we go. So there's a bunch of different things you can do. You can change the camera angle. You can zoom in and out. But for us, we're going to go ahead and try and track down about 1,000 iron to get started. And then we'll get off of our basic drone build, which is the default. So if you lose your ship, if you die, you come back with this drone, which allows you to start back and start farming resources once again, rebuild your ship back up. A couple things, if you guys are interested in playing this game, it took me a while to figure it out because the tutorial did not show it. At least if it did, I wasn't paying attention. You can buy or sell resources at the resource depot. Cool, I didn't know that. Spacebar is your afterburner or your jump, which is really nice because I was cruising around at nub speed for a while. Nonetheless, a couple other things here. You see our aiming reticle is blue. When that turns green, you'll get a chance to see that, hey, we're in our region where it can actually, our mining lasers are actually come into play here. So, you might say, oh, Dan, well, the graphics aren't really good. I'm telling you, there's a lot of depth to this game, even for an early access game. I got sucked in when I first started playing, so I'm like, all right, I'm going to play about 30 minutes, just get used to the mechanics, and then I'm going to shoot the video on it. Well, I ended up going double that length, and I had to kind of pull myself away because I didn't want to explore too much without, oh, look at that. That was a big chunk. Without being able to record it. All right, so here we go. The controls are pretty standard, so using our mouse to aim and WASD to to move around. All right, so we're already at 1,000 iron, which is very quick. We found like the mother lode here, which was nice. Typically, maybe it's not typically, but in this particular world we generated, it took me a good, I'd say 15-20 minutes to get the resources we needed. But this was a very fortunate for us. So we're not, we probably should mine the whole thing, but for sake of the episode, also there should be some sort of a, you can kind of see the health meter on there. You see right there, right underneath our beam, on our ultralight beam. All right, so we have plenty of resources here. Let's go ahead and we're gonna build our first ship. Although part of me wants to go see if we can go sell some of these resources at some point. The other thing that's important to know if you're learning how to play this game, your middle mouse button allows you to target different things. So this game does a great job of implementing some complex ideas. You know, this is in some sense a space simulator, but they make it really accessible for someone that may not be familiar with it or maybe are not interested in the depth of it. So, you know, targeting is very easy and navigating is really easy, but for our intents and purposes, let's go ahead and found, so it's called founding a ship. We're gonna, now that we have 1,000 resources, we're gonna start our first ship, and we're gonna call this we'll call this the Geezy Boost. We'll call it the Geezy Boost 79. We'll go easy boost. We'll go 690. All right, so here we go. A couple things to note. Thank you for that. Let's get building here. All right, so here's our basic hull, right? So this is where everything starts off from. Although this seems really complex, it's really not, and just stick with me. On the right hand side, you see a couple things here. You see hull, shield, blocks, mass. Okay, what happens when you have a less than ideal situation, it highlights it in red. So for example, we have no thrust, we have no brake. Yellow is kind of, hey, keep an eye on it, but it's not negative in nature. So a couple things here. It's as we build our ship, these numbers are going to change, which makes it really straightforward. It just shows the depth of this game while still being simple. All right, so there's some basic components to a ship. On the bottom, we have so we have a hull, we have a blank hull. So this has windows. This does not. An engine, stone. So this immune to electricity. So this is essentially allows us to build up our hull a little bit. Cargo bay. So that's a cargo bay section. Crew quarters, so you need this to be able to hold crew, which we'll get to a point where we'll actually hire crew to man certain things. Thruster, this allows us, you know, to directionally change or add some boost to allow us to steer. And then iron armor. So those are the basic building blocks of the ship. If you wanted to get really into it, iron dock. We should probably put that on. I didn't know what that was. So if you want to get really in depth here, you know, there's all sorts of different polygons, and this will allow you to craft, you know, the ship of your dreams fairly easily. Now I know this looks really really complex, but all these different colors are all that indicates is a different type of material. So apparently Avorion is the best material, and we haven't found any of that just yet. So we're working with an iron ship here. So let's go ahead. We're going to get started. And we're going to add a basic engine here. So one of the cool things about this game is it's really easy to scale. Because I'm not a big Kerbal guy. Because a Kerbal, if you've never played Kerbal Space Program, it's a little bit over my pay grade in terms of, you know, complex. But in this, it's pretty straightforward. So here's your engine block, and you can scale it. So by holding the directional key, so by holding S, this allows me to scale it north and south. D, when you hold down D, allows you to change the depth. A is this direction, and then W is essentially the scaling of the size. So I'd say that's the only thing that's going to take a while to get used to. But once you get used to that, you know, the sky is your oyster. Damn, that makes no sense. So we could build, you know, as complex of a ship as we want. We're just bound to our materials and our credits, and each item costs some of that. So let's go ahead and We don't want that ridiculous of an engine. So for now, let's actually start with, how about some blank hull? So I had a basic ship design here, and bear with me. So I wanted to do it in our own, I wanted to call it X-Wing style, because that's not what it's going to end up looking like. But in our own unique flavor. So we're going to put one of those there. The other thing we can do is you can also change the color of certain things. So for this, let's see if we can select this block. And you select everything by the middle mouse button. No color selected. I'd like to change the color on this. There's a way to change the color. But for whatever reason, that's not... Oh, there we go. Choose our color. Here we go. So we'll start out. We'll make this gold to start here. Is there a gold? Solar gold. There we go. All right, so we'll go gold here, and then we're going to do the same thing vertically. And this is kind of where the simplicity of building in Minecraft, they make building a spaceship with depth about as simple as that you possibly can, which I can appreciate. So let's go ahead and take the rest of this hull, and we want to stretch it north and south. So let's see what button does that. There we go. So we don't want to make it like so, but we do want to make it, we want to make it skinny. There we go. So we want to set it up in kind of like a cross pattern. Why? I don't know. That's just the first thing that kind of came to mind. And then let's make it a little bit taller. The only thing I don't know is the buttons by heart in terms of how to, what direction goes which way. But for there, we'll cross-section it. Okay, this thing that looks like the Boba Fett ship. Well, does it? I don't know just yet. But anyways, let's go ahead and deselect. And then can we change this to, is there a black? Ooh, there's a black. Oh, that's no color. Night gray. So I'd like to make this night gray. All right, cool. Represent our WHP Star Citizen Squad. So here's our basic, I guess you could call it rear end design, but let's go ahead and we'll add a cargo bay. And the other thing, if you don't want to mess with terraforming your ship, there are just basic shapes here, right? So let's start with this. That's a little too big for us. We'll go 1/2 step down. There we go. So if you want to build kind of a standard ship, you can do that with standard sizes. But for us, let's make our cargo bay here a little bit. Slap it there for right now. We'd like to make that a different color, but that's okay. So there's our cargo bay. We'll keep this relatively simple. We'll make a crew quarters right here. We'll make our crew quarters gold. And you can see there's some differentiation between the blocks. So there's our crew quarters. Ooh, that's kind of ugly. So what you do, all you do is you select it. If you misplace it and delete it, there we go. There's our crew quarters. This is going to start to look a little top heavy, but for us, that's okay. Anything else we want to add? We probably want to add, maybe just for some style here, we'll add some night gray framework. Just to add a little flavor here. Let's go. I would like to make an easier shape here. I think I prefer using pre-designed shapes. Just saves, I don't want to say saves a little time, but also just saves a little. Oh, we want to change the depth on this, right? So hold. Maybe it doesn't let. Okay, because it's that predefined, it only lets you go so far. Okay. So we'll slap one on top. Oh man, that's ugly. The hammerhead, boys. We'll put one on the bottom. The World War 1 red baron. All right, so here's our basic ship. The other thing we're missing here, we're missing some thrusters. And our engine is probably not going to work since we stacked it like that, but that's okay. Let's go ahead. We'll put some thrusters here. Let's go small blocks. That's a little too large, so we'll go back here. Go tiny thrusters here. So you can see on the right-hand side, our thrust is not right. We're getting there, though. But as we add thrusters, we've got some action. So we'll put some thrusters there. And we'll probably also put a side piece there. And there's a way to do mirroring devices, right? I haven't messed with that, but let's move to mirror selection. Cool. All right, so we got a decent amount of thrusters. I think what we messed up was putting an engine. Okay, so now it looks like from our movement standpoint, we look pretty darn good. Required mechanics, we're okay. All right, the other thing we want to add on here is I think with every ship that you somehow are able to upgrade, you get a certain amount of special items here. I don't know exactly how these work, but let's go ahead and put our 2 chain guns. Where should we put them? We can put them right on the front here. It doesn't look right. We should probably... Thank you for keeping on telling me that. Let's go ahead and take this. We'll delete it. Dan, will you just play the game already? Putting one right there. I don't know why they're facing that way. It may not matter. They should be gimbaled. So we have that, and then we also have a mining turret. There we go. All right, cool. So we're done here with our ship. Now the next thing you want to do is you want to center the camera. And you can do that pretty easy by holding left alt. And you know what I did? I built the ship backwards. Alright, so let's hold on. Let's see if we can... So we made some huge mistakes here. Let's go ahead and... It's all part of the process, right? Move to mirror. I wonder if we can just pick this stuff up. Select blocks by drawing a frame. We just detach that. You can't delete the root block of your ship. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pause this and rebuild it the correct way. In case you guys don't know what I'm talking about, there should be like a forward facing button. But that's alright. I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna get our ship turned around and we'll jump right back in. Alright, so we're back in business. I made this thing look a little bit different. I threw a solar panel on top. Now we're just going to go ahead and add our colorings here. I figured that may be the better way to do that. It seems like it'll be a lot quicker. So let's start with just gold, all gold everything, then we'll add some black accents. We put our guns and our mining laser up front. Kind of looks like a Scrooge McDuck type thing. I think also that doesn't look right there. So we'll make that adjustment here real quick. So we'll take... They need to be on the wing. So we'll take this guy and we'll delete him. And then we'll add, hopefully, perfect. Perfect. Let's go ahead and match that block. Hold on a second. We may just have to delete that. Just delete that. We'll go up top. We don't want it to get too gaudy. All right, so good. So it's all gold right now. Oh, the other thing we didn't add, we got to add thrusters. Makes complete sense, right? So let's go ahead and put some thrusters on here, and let's turn off match block, and we'll just go with the little guys here again, because it seemed to work out pretty well for us last time. So our thrust is pretty good. Not good enough, though, so we'll put a couple, oops. Oh, this is not good. See, this is not symmetrical. So let's take off the framework. The framework really wasn't working for us. This is more true to form what we were going for anyways. Alright, so our thrust still isn't there, so we'll add a couple more. Max velocity isn't there yet. Also, do we need to put some side thrusters on? Okay, don't show me that again. Put on some side thrustage. Maybe a little underneath. I mean, now we're just getting egregious here. How about, one up top, one up top. Okay, so I'm feeling pretty good here. Feeling pretty good, looking pretty good. Now we just add our, let's add our dark accent pieces here, and I think we're good to go. Let's go night gray. And, we'll make all of our thrusters black. There we go. Who says we couldn't style a spaceship? That looks a little off there, but that's okay. It's off, symmetrically off. Good. I like it. I think we're good to go here. All right, so now we got our main ship. Let's go ahead and... Those thrust is okay. Max velocity is okay. So why don't we do this? I would like to see if we can extend our... Whoa, that is very bright. The only thing I don't know is how to edit a current block, right? Because what I would like to do is just stretch that thing out. But we'll roll with it here. All right, so we're done here. And, this is a decent looking ship. Maybe it's 10 out of 10. I don't know. Let's not. We're not going to start with a 10 out of 10. I'd say our thrusters kind of kill it. I think from a utilitarian standpoint, it's good. Look at that. But from a look standpoint, I give it a 5.5. All right. Nonetheless, so now the question is, well, Dan, what do you do now? So there's a. Let's go ahead and change our view here for a quick second, so we can see everything that's going on. So we got a couple options here. First and foremost, I want to show you guys the world map. So here's where we are. We're just in this little area right here. This blue outline indicates where we can jump. These green points indicate points or beacons of interest. Okay, so, oh yeah, damn, this is a pretty big map. Or is it? Okay, so the loose storyline, or what you're trying to do here, is you're trying to get to the center of the Earth without dying. So for us, there's a lot of... Whoa, look at all this. Just to recap here. We have no crew, no engineers. So we need to go ahead and get ourselves a crew. So let's go ahead and do just that. So we want to go to a spaceport. And let's see. I'm going to change our view so we can actually see what we're aiming at here. So we got some asteroids. So there's all sorts of procedurally generated things in here, different ships. It tells you the relation, their hull percentage and the distance, so we're admired, so that means we have a good relationship. But that's just, there's all sorts of things that spawn into this game, but for us, we need to find ourselves a, some kind of a port here. Any port in the storm. Lifter. There, I think that's a repair dock. And man, our thrusters are kind of weak here. We should be flying right now. So let's actually, we're going to change this real quick. Not our thrusters, our engine is really weak. So let's go ahead and let's just add on an additional engine here. I guess what we could do is put them here. Make them symmetrical. Even so, that's still a little weak. So let's do this. We'll take these one more time. Because we should be flying at this point. Like, when I say flying, like, taking care of business. So let's stretch this out here. What if we want to get real creative with it? We could go like super... Oh, let's go and then... Is that going to help us? Does that help our overall? Still, our thrust is not there, so I guess we'll have to make these longer. You know what I'm saying? I like the shape. The shape is good. But let's make it, not like that. Not like that. Make him like deeper. There we go. Max velocity needs to be... Okay, that's gotta be better. Max velocity is still 101. Ooh, we're out of iron. Okay, good. So this is what we're dealing with here. It is what it is. There we go. Now we have some boost to write home about. That puts the boost in the easy boost. So what we could do is look at that. I like it. All right, so let's go ahead and let's change our camera angle here just for half a second. We need to dock and pick us up some crew. We may not have enough iron for that. But let's go ahead and press on gas collector. Repair dock. I wonder if we can... Oh, we lost our thrusters. Alright. What is that thing out there? Alright, so we took some damage. That's okay. Happens to the best of us. Let's go ahead and see if we can dock up here and get ourselves some action. So here's the interesting thing. So because we don't have any miners, this ship cannot mine on its lonesome. This ship may be a little too heavy. So I'm trying to see where's our boost fuel. One of the things you don't want to have, which we currently have, is a top heavy ship. Let's go ahead and get some views here while we're there. So I'd love to get that resource right there, but we can't because of reasons. But how egregious are our thrusters? All right, but that's kind of the fun about this. So we can actually boost here. We just burn through our fuel like none other. But that's what I mean. So really at this point in the game, the only thing our exploration, or what you guys have seen in the game, is essentially just gathering and shipbuilding. And none of the exploration. So I'm hoping we get a chance to do that, but we maybe went a little over the top with our ship. What we could do though is you always have the ability to spout off and launch your drone to go collect stuff. So just to give you guys a little sense of the size that we went with, you know what we should do? We could go get some more resources and then go back and then fix up our ship. But I think we're gonna need some resources anyways here to be able to hire a crew. So it's kind of cool. So you can spawn off your drone here to collect goods and resources in case you build your ship too egregiously like we just did. So for us here, we'll break this down. I think we need about 500 iron to man our cruise ship. But for us, I think we want to add some additional engines. But that's alright. I don't mind. Alright, so work the system. I think if we break this all down, I will say that for whatever reason we spawned into this seed is very resource heavy, which I like. And there's our ship off in the distance. So if we can get another quick 1,000, I think we can tweak our ship up one more time and get it balanced. I think I went over the top. Try and make it look better than, more aesthetically pleasing than functional, if you will. Alright, good. So this was a good get for us. So we'll take this all back to our ship here. The GZ Boost 690. Its hull is at 95.8%. We took a little damage there. Is that another ship docking? It is. Look at that guy. So this is a living, breathing world, which is very cool. But let's go ahead and... I think we have to get close, cut the engines. Pirates are attacking the sector. So I think you can talk to these people. We don't want to talk to you just now. We want to We gotta interact with our ship. Alright, cool. So here we go. The other thing, let's real quick. We probably don't need this many thrusters, but let's actually get rid of a bunch here. But I thought we got them for a reason. We just want to increase our max velocity. So we'll go keep those main thrusters. You cannot edit a damaged ship. Repair it then. Thank you. So we'll get rid of some of these thrusters here. Clean up our act. Okay, good. That's good enough for now. Let's put, get rid of that to keep it symmetrical. Let's add a few more engines here because clearly our max velocity is still not there. It's the only thing I care about in life is velocity. I'm sure there are probably Reddit guides to building the most efficient ship, but I think we just went from a good-looking ship to something that looks like a bad toaster. But let's see if we stack this engine, we'll just extend it. The real problem is we don't know how to extend this thing. Delete, merge, transform block. Maybe we just pop another one on here. Let's go match block. We're still, look at that. That is insanity. And that's not enough to take us home. Alright, we're gonna roll with this. Alright. As we do that, you can see how the obsession of building really cool ships, actually that could be really fun in terms of, do we have, yeah, our boost is weak here. It could be fun to build, you know, different models, but yeah, this is not our finest moment, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and see if we can dock here. Oh, look how top heavy we are. We're gonna crash. Oh. Your brake thrust is bad. It's okay. We'll carefully dock. Thank you for that. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll hire a crew here. So here's how we get our squad together. Gas collector M. We want to hire a crew. Let's go ahead and we'll bring on, we have 512. We'll bring on 6 guys. So now we have a crew. Now we need to put them in place. Well, we're going to hold our left shift, go into our ship menu. Thank you for that. And we'll go to our crew. So now we could use some engineers to maintain and run out technical blocks, but for us, we want to go ahead and add, why 4 gunners? 4 gunners. Mechanics can repair your ship, but not can rebuild destroyed blocks. Ooh. So we don't have, remember, red is the key. So red, if we have red, that means we're getting hurt. Yellow means we're in good shape. So let's go ahead and take one of those guys. So we have a fully equipped ship. What is this guy? Sergeant. Got it. No cargo, energy. So there's all sorts of depth. So here's the required energy. Here's the produced energy. So right now we have too much stuff going on. So that, to me, that tells me we need to pare down our ship. So I'm gonna pause this one more time. I'm gonna pare it down so we get a chance to explore without being top heavy. All right, so staying true to form. This looks way different, but I used like maybe 20% of our resources because we got too darn top heavy. But let's go ahead. We'll go one more time. We'll go ahead and color this up. So we added our turrets underneath there. We've got our crew quarters there. We've got our thrustages. And just a little decor on top. One of the things that was super helpful, in case you guys didn't pick up on it, is those green arrows. So when you go to build your ship, it shows you which way is forward. But for us, we're going to take the yellow Yeezy. And essentially what it is, I end up scrapping the ship. So we have to redock here. And then we'll go ahead and explore if possible. So... of course, Dan, it's possible. Let's go ahead. Oh. That's all right. We'll have to repair that for a half second. All right. Let's go ahead and hire our crew here. Let's hire. We can hire way more this time. Let's go 12. Must be docked to the station. Okay, so we drifted a little bit. Oh, buddy. Hang in there. Skim boat. Hold on a second. F to dock. Okay, so now we're docked. So you got to get within a certain radius. Let's go ahead and hire our crew. We'll hire 12. We should be in a much better position this time around. We have some unread mail. I have no idea what that is, but let's go ahead and get our crew geared up here. Click and press a number. Cool. All right, so we got our weapon group set. Let's go ahead and man our crew up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay, so we've got everything we need here. Morale is good. Required energy is good. We produce a lot of energy because of our, I believe, don't we have solar? Is it going to show our solar power on here? We do have a couple solar panels up on top. Volume of 128 centimeters required to unlock. So maybe we don't have enough room for cargo. But nonetheless, let's check out our mail here, and then we're going to get out of here. Lost payment closed. We received the destruction in GC Boost 690. Very unfortunate. Alright. So let's go ahead and, before we do anything, let's get ourselves repaired here. And what does it say? Your ship is very weak. If you want to survive in combat, you should arm it with better and shields or extend it. Your ship is overpopulated. Build more quarters to support all your crew. Alright, so we're just going to roll with what we got here. And I would say this ship isn't as appealing as our first one, but nonetheless, I do like how the game tells you what you need to do. So for our purposes, let's go ahead and let's go explore what is beyond. So unknown. I don't think we can jump that far because it's outside of our radius, but let's go here. So what you do is you right click, says enter the coordinates in the nav computer. And we close our map. It's really, all this stuff is very straightforward. So there's our jump point. And as soon as the jump route's calculated, all you do is hit the space bar. And we're out of here. Your turrets need crew members to operate them. If your turn's not working, check if you have enough crewmen. So we're over crewed. Alright, so now we are in a new sector. You see that purple bar at the top? That is our ability to jump. So there's our weps. And... is anything out here? It's pretty quiet. The Death Star, boys. Wasn't expecting to see that. So all that did essentially is it extended our jump range. So now we can go to this enemy's signature. We'll go ahead and enter there. And see if we can perhaps stay alive. If you guys see in the very top, that is our solar panel. So that generates some power for us, which is good. Alright, so we're out of here, made our jump. You can give your ship's orders, tell them to escort you, or guard a certain location. So I wonder if you can build multiple ships. That's essentially what it's saying. Here we go. Equip of the adventure. So there's a storyline, and there is essentially a quest line you can follow here. Are you off on an adventure too? Yes, we are. That's great. Thank you. I'm sure we can help each other out. If there's anything you'd like to know, ask away. Can you give me some tips? Of course. The closer you get to the center of the galaxy, the better materials you'll find. You'll be able to build energy generators or parts to protect your ship, like integrity blocks or even shield generators. That's how we make shields, alright? The first thing you should do is find yourself some titanium. It's great to get yourself started, but titanium is lighter and you can build better parts with it. And be wary of the no man's space around here. I hear there's a pirate leader who terrorizes everyone who strays far from the civilized sector. Let's talk about something else. What's happening around here? 200 years ago, there was a cataclysmic catastrophe, which nearly... Oh, we gotta go. We're under attack, boys. What the heck? A couple pirates. What's our hull at? He's only down to 97. What's our hull? I'm trying to see our percentage here. I don't see our percentage anywhere on the map. Building mode mail ship menu. Doesn't say what our hull's at. Exit into your own permissions, insurance plan. Where the heck's our hull? I'm guessing somewhere down there. Nonetheless, where are the... Oh, there's a battle going on here. So we have the Lao pirates. We have an abhorrent relationship with them, so let's make them pay the iron price. Look at that damage we're doing. Onesie twosie. Dynamic music change? I can get down with that. Give us loot. Give us money. Hang in there, boys. Look at that blue bomber that's drilling them. I would like to know. Okay, our hull's at the bottom. Is that right? Finish him. Oh, we lost our thrusters. Get repaired. You're recently damaged. That's why we can't turn. You have no sector selected. So we got roughed up there a little bit, huh? A little bit or a lot bit. Look at that. We're out of control. So our ship build is pretty weak. Can we repair here? I just want to repair. No. Let's boost and get out of here. Get ourselves some breather. What's going on over here? Okay, we need to turn these tips off. They're kind of spamming the crap out of us. Alright, what's this? Corvette. Help us. He doesn't want to interact with us. Cargo transport. What do you need? Anything interesting around right here? Give me all your cargo. Beware of the Botan. He's a smuggler, doesn't have the courage to fly his own deals, even though he's the most advanced hyperspace engine I've ever seen. He lets others do the dirty work for him, so don't get in trouble. I wonder if we can find him. Alright, so let's see if we can get repaired. There we go. So yeah, this is not the best ship build. We're very fragile. We thank you for taking care of those ships. We transmitted a reward to your account. Okay, so our credits went up. That's kind of nice. Alright, so in hindsight, we should probably build out some hull here, right? So let's just add a few chunks here real quick. We'll go vanilla block with... This gives us a little bit extra padding. If you want to put some thrusters on the side. Make them a little smaller though. Those are pretty large thrusters. See, look at that. That just killed our velocity. So those are way too big for thrusters. Oops, I thought that was our smallest. Alright, tap on some thrusters here. Right there. See, that still kills us. So the game's telling us we don't need that. Alright. So added a little girth to our ship. Let's go ahead and do some more exploration here. Repair dock, we're good there. Actually, we should try and... What is going on out here? Let's go help out the crew. So this is what I'm talking about. Like, all this stuff is just happening, right? Like, unknown ship. Volsan the Exoton. Let's go ahead. Are we out of boost gas? I think so. What's up with our guns? Wait a second. What happened to our guns? Salvaging turret. What happened to our guns? What the heck? Let's just see what this thing does, perhaps. I wonder if it gets, since when it gets blown off, it gets blown off. Mayday, mayday, under attack. So I think we may have to go buy some new guns. Let's go see if we can salvage from this thing. I don't know what the salvage gun's used for. You would think off broken parts. But our ship has seen better days, I'll tell you that much. He's got, what, 33% left? Can we pick him apart? Give us the pieces. Oh! I think we lost. No, we didn't lose that, did we? That doom music. So clearly we... Oh. Hang in here. What is that? We just picked something up. The morale on your boost is very low. Improve it or the crew will leave. Alright, so let's see what the heck did we just pick up? Scanner upgrade? What's up with our morale? Battery upgrade. Cool, so when ships drop, stuff like that. You need more sergeants. Crew 3 workforce. Your workforce is impaired due to low morale. Not enough crew quarters. Okay. So let's go ahead and we'll slap on. Ew. Look at this ship. This is a... I've made better ships just dinking around than what we have here. Let's go ahead and we'll add some crew quarters down below. They want to be greedy about it. Is that better? Crew 12 of 11. Perhaps not. Okay, now they're in a better mood. Now we're very chunky, but let's go ahead and... That's Gabe calling. Let's go ahead and we'll go change. We'll color that up. We'll make it light blue for the crew. All right, now looks like we could use some repair. And then let's get back to work here. Wreckage. See if we can salvage this. There's a lot of iron in it, so let's go to our ship here. I don't know what happened to our weapons. Double iron mining turret. So let's put that there. Take this, delete that, and put our salvage turret right here. Now let's see what happens. Do we maybe need to set those two weapons? 1 and that's a 2. All right. So 1 or 2 does not work on this. No? I wonder why our salvage doesn't work. Nonetheless, what is this? Let's read it here. Not enough crew for all mining turrets. There we go. So like I said, this game's very intuitive, right? It takes like a fairly complex thing and makes it simple. So let's look at our crew here. And unassign one to you. And now, can we do it? Ship is very weak. Nope. Let's not crash there either. Alright, cool. Let's go see. So looks like there's something going on out here, right? By that indication. So I think the part of the fun of this game is the exploration, which we're just kind of scratching the surface here. Not to mention, our ship, I don't want to call it an abomination, but I've seen better ships made out of Duplos in a kindergarten classroom. Nonetheless, let's see what's going on at this military outpost and see if we can see what the heck is going on. F to interact. See what they have to say. Cut the engines, please. Cut the engines, boys. Don't drift. No. No. Your ship is damaged. Alright. Alright, cut the engines here. Let's see if we can talk to these guys. Electronic bulletin board. No bulletins available. Hire crew, sell goods. We have none of this stuff. Okay, so that's what they're buying. But I saw that there was like some sort of a... Oh, they have medical supplies, guns, and body armor. Let's see if we can dock here. Oh. Alright. F to dock. Should we hire a crew? Ooh, you can hire mechanics, gunners, pilots, and security. So first off, let's just go through this one more time and think. Let's repair our ship. You have to wait 15 seconds. All right. So let's see what our ship needs. We have no engineers, a couple gunners. Boarders can infiltrate. Okay, boarders is not implemented yet. That's cool. Auto-assign crews. That could be helpful. Alright, so let's get ourselves healed up. I do want to see like if there's some sort of procedural mission or what else is out here. Because we've picked a pretty interesting spot. Also, I'd like to find out what the heck happened to our weapons. Yeah, they're all gone. All right, so let's do this. Let's see if we can find a store here. Let's start with that. So stores are indicated with, I think that's one out there. What is that? Not there. Resource depot. Let's turn on the boost here. So there's repair. Wonder what that gear is. We'll check out those couple things. We'll jump to one more station, and then we'll wrap up this first look at. But I'll tell you what, this game is. It's got some interesting stuff to it. It's a lot of fun. I mean, I've spent probably in this first look at video at least 30 to 40 minutes pausing the video, going off camera to build the ship. That should tell you something. All right, let's cut the engines, boys. Hang in there. Don't crash. All right, cut the engines. All right, what do they have here? Electronic bulletin board. No bulletins. What else do you have? Anything you can buy. Trade materials. Ooh. All right, so we could sell those to credit. So that's like just a trading depot. What is this? Repair area? Repair dock? I wonder if they have... What is that? You see that cow? All sorts of stuff out here. What is that? Equipment dock. That's what we need. We need to buy some guns. We can interact from this far away. That's cool. Buy fighters, buy sell turrets. That's what we need. Triple chain turret. Chain gun turret. Those are pretty expensive. Iron salvaging, iron mining, double iron mining. We could buy... Why would a triple chain gun turret be cheaper than a chain gun turret? Less damage. It must be docked. Cool. So that's cool. So you don't... So that's... I like how they did that. So you don't necessarily have to be connected. You don't have to be connected to find out what they have, which would save you... That's a smart little thing to do. So we don't have to waste our time going all the way over here just to see, oh, what does the store have? It's... I'm telling you, I think this game's pretty special, especially for people that enjoy space games and maybe miss the simplicity of an open world without having, you know, to grind out a ton of things. I just think there's a lot of depth to this game. The galaxies are procedurally generated, so say we didn't like this map or we don't like our putrid ship, we would just we could start over and it'd be a different experience to some extent. Not to mention the ability to play this with other people. You know, the best way I could describe this is like a spaceship Minecraft type game, with more complex, you know, geared towards non-kids. Not that Minecraft is just for kids, but you know what I'm saying. There's some complexities too. So let's go. We're out of juice here. So we'll buy some turrets. We'll go check out that cow, and then we'll go jump into one more sector and see if we can win a fight here. All right, cut the engines. Go to the top dock here. Not to mention the music's good. And I would say if you can get past the graphics, but I feel like the graphics are fitting for this game. You know, in terms of what we're trying to do. No. Hang in here. So it's, as much as I'd like to blame our piloting, it's more of our ship design in this one. All right, so we're docked. Let's go ahead and buy some turrets. Buy back sold items. Scanner upgrade. I don't know how we even use that scanner, but for us, let's go ahead and buy ourselves. We must be docked. We are docked. Are we not? How close does the guy have to be? Maybe because we rammed it, it gave us a green light. I mean, the red light. Let's see if we can dock at this one. How close do you have to be? Cut the engines. Oh, we've done it. We've done it. F to dock. Can we buy our turrets, please? Relations to the Bool improved by 36. Alright, let's go ahead and sell that battery upgrade so we can buy another turret. Alright, I like it. Now, let's get ourselves repaired. Whoops. Why don't we get ourselves to safety here? In hindsight, and start building our first ship, I would make things a lot more simple. But for us, we got 3 chain guns. Your ship doesn't support more of this turret type. So let's get rid of these guys. 3-piece. Oh, we can only have 2 on that. That's okay. I wonder how we would push the ability to hold more turrets. I wonder if it's some sort of a ship upgrade. Who's this guy? Alright, so let's go ahead. We'll get out of here. And then we'll go to... Well, that tells you who's controlling everything. And what's there. Very cool. Alright, so let's go... There's another interesting thing there. So another... whatever you want to call it. Enemy beacon. How could you imagine someone getting that far? There's got to be an ability to get a larger jump range deal. Anyways, let's go ahead. We'll make one more jump, and then we'll call that a first look at. Not because I don't want to continue to play it, but more so because this video is out of here. Jump route calculated. What does this say? Your ship is weak compared to other regions. Tell me something I don't know. Are we locked in here? And they have computers calculating jump route. Okay, here we go. Give us the green light. Alright, we're out of here. You can find goods in old ship wreckages. Alright, so we've got something of interest there in terms of mining. Iron, so we could bust out our... do we have a mining turret? Chain gun, double mining turret, we do. Is that equipped currently? It is not. Let's go ahead and slap that on real quick here. There we go. Alright, so let's see, where did that special deal go? cut the engines real quick. Don't slide into the DMs. So we'll go back. Oh, we're going to crash. No. Alright, so let's go back to our ship here. And we'll set that to 1, that to 1, and our deal to 2. Cool. I don't understand why the mining doesn't work. Do we not have enough miners? We do. Huh. So we just have our mining turn on. Oh, it's working. I was like, it didn't seem like it was working. Okay, so we picked up some iron. Not too concerned about that. Don't crunch. What else is around here? It's pretty quiet, huh? What's that? There's some titanium. So if we wanted to really upgrade our ship to something unique, oh! All right, so we're back here. Oh, look at that planet. Let's go. We'll go one more jump here. All right. I hope to never see this ship ever again. All right, let's make our jump here. The galaxy is filled with valuable objects such as secret stashes or ship wreckages. Some of those wreckages can even be made functional again. Cool. All right, so we got some action here. We have a book factory, fuel factory, a freighter, turret factory. You can see the rough direction of a hyperspace gate in this title. The directions are based on cardinal deals. So, can we jump through this thing? Gate to Naonite, Infinity 1. Let's give this the old college try here. I hope we don't have to do anything. Maybe we just jump through it. Like I said, there's... Hold on to your butts. 88 miles per hour. It's a bolt of lightning. We've done it. Mining layers with efficiency of 15. Alright, so let's see. What do we do here? Do we hit like some kind of a jump gate? Oh, okay. So it keeps us in the region. It doesn't like it's not like it spits us out on the other side of the world. To Treacherous Curse 4. Guild of Sapaxa. Let's try this. Let's hit one more jump gate. I want to see if it will like chuck us out on the other end of the planet or the other end of the galaxy. Also, look at our boost. We have boost for days here. They did a nice job. And this is early access. So for being a game in early access, there's a lot of features that are done. Like, this is a playable game. Like, this could be a mini-series on the channel, no doubt. What does that say? How to choose? Let's see, where did this dump us? Okay, so it pushed us out with a little bit. What do we got here? You paid 103 credits passenger fee. Shipyard? Can you buy other ships? Military outpost. Jewelry manufacturer. Alright, so we'll go here, then we'll go military. I want to see if... We haven't seen any active bulletin boards yet. Oh, damn, the BBSs weren't active since the late 90s. Well, call me Prodigy and... I just want to see if there's... We can buy a ship here. Actually, build a ship. Resource shortage. 150 plastic. You'll be paid double the usual price plus a bonus. That's a nice bonus. Where the heck do we get plastic from, though, I guess is the question. New mission, organize plastic. Does it put like a donger somewhere on here? Huh. Maybe we just gotta find it. What's that out there? Huh. That'd be something I have to read into. Laserhead factory, cargo transport. Cut that nonsense out. Alright. I would like to get into a fight here. So that's where we came from. Pirates are attacking the sector. That's what we're looking for. Excellent. Alright, so... Here there's a lot of pirates. I'm not sure we want to go 1v5 here. Let's pick off this barracuda off to the side. Roast him. Look at that. It's so long. We're doing some decent damage though. Probably not wise to go solo on this thing, but insert music that says otherwise. We should probably... It kind of looks like an X-Wing, that one to the right. Hang in there. So as long as he doesn't hit our turrets, we're going to be okay. Stay on him. Oh, he's about 30% left, boys. Finish him. Oh. We need the win. We can't go out without a kill. Come on. Oh. Did we lose our gun? The gun's still there. I just don't know where the heck our hull is. Okay, we're still the war with tugboat. Tugboat strats. 2 more shots. Gimbal, 1 more shot. Alright, we still can steer here. Just stay away from the X-Wing. We're gonna make 1 more pass here. 1 more pass. This is it, boys. Hang in there. This is the pass. He's not dead yet. We've done it. He's done. Pick up that red thing and get the heck out of here. I don't want your tutorial. Give us the red thing. I wonder if we get paid in the shade. Turn hard. Man, we're banged up. Repair. We don't have enough credits to repair? Where'd that red thing go? That's our red thing. I guess what we should have done is targeted it, huh? May have lost it forever. Along with our dignity. By building the SS tugboat. There it is. I don't know if we have the goods to get there. Now the cavalry comes. Nonetheless, what an interesting game. This game's got a lot of potential. Right now, it is on Steam Early Access for, I believe, $17.99. just came out recently. If you guys enjoyed this video, clicking the like button helps out a great deal. And if you'd like to see a mini-series, let me know in the comments below. I think there's enough, more than enough in here to do it. We just got to start with building a better ship. I enjoyed this game. Like I said, I think there's a lot to it for an early access game. There's a lot of things to do, and I had some fun with it. Nonetheless, thank you guys for taking time out of your day to watch this video. If you're new to the channel, we cover a lot of space games on the channel, especially Star Citizen, and do a lot of first look ats like this. Anyways, I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.